Hey, what up, Synth fam? My name is Jerry, and today we're going to talk about the new mixer that Teenage Engineering just dropped and the controversy surrounding it around the price and features ratio from the perspective of someone who owns a lot of their gear. And I'm going to detail in this video some options you have, and if you already have an OP1, how you can get around the gas. You know, because we've been eating so much beans and watching YouTube synth videos that it gets real tight in here. So let's go check some stuff out. So the first thing I want to talk about is the 1010 Blue Box. That's the elephant in the room. People keep saying, hey man, that's half the price. And it's a mixer. This thing's a mixer. That's the TX-6. It can mix. But guess what? It can't record like the Blue Box. The Blue Box has SD card recording capability. But the Blue Box does not have an interface capability. And what I've been thinking about is this. If you really need an interface and you're traveling and you really need that space premium, because check this out. Here's about the size of this TX-6, right? This is a Rolly Songwriters kit. And that's about the size of, in my hands, what the TX-6 looks like. So, is that space premium really that important to you? Now, if you're traveling a lot like me, I've been traveling from hotel to hotel all over the country for the past 4 years for work. And guess what? That might be a huge savings. Because check this out. With the Blue Box, you don't have an interface. Now, you can use the audio stems that's going to be saved to the SD card. You could just take the SD card out, throw them in your computer when you have your computer available. And now you can work. You can do your thing. But if you want an interface with it, you might have to have one of these. Going from the main outs of the Blue Box into here. Now you just doubled your footprint, right? So playing devil's advocate, this could be worth it. But for me, I need a microphone. I need some XLR inputs. I currently use the Zoom L8 mixer, and it has combo XLR jacks. I can plug in mics. I have phantom power. This TX-6 does not. And for $1,200, I need a bang for my buck, you know? Now, recently I bought, for example, I got a good deal on 2 OP1s. And I've had this for over a year. And I've had POs before that. And guess what? This has audio over USB and can be used as an interface, right? So I could use this seamlessly with my DAW. And if I'm going to use the TX-6, I'm going to have to use a DAW anyway. Because this is an interface. So I have to plug it into my phone, iPad, or Mac. I have the same features on the Zoom L8 as well. Although it's much bigger. But if I'm traveling, I have a backpack and I have a suitcase anyway. I can throw that Zoom L8 into my bag. It's not going to be a problem. But you know, this is super premium. It feels super good. It's like an Apple iPhone, boy. Just, you know, it is what it is. It's either you love it or you hate it. But these OP1s also last year received capability to have audio over USB and become audio interfaces. And there's only one cord coming out here into the computer. Just one cord. And now that I have these OP1s, I'm thinking, dang, if I'm traveling, do I really need my mixer if I don't need microphones or if I'm not connecting any of the synths? I can just record everything into my OP1s right in the line in. Right? And if I'm recording like my Korg Minilog and I want stereo, I can record the left and right channels, just one on each track, and record that right into my computer. And if I'm arranging in my computer, I can just have unlimited tracks. Just record everything into the OP1. I can use OP1's effects, the tape, all that cool stuff, and then record it right into Logic or whatever DAW I have. And I think I'm getting more bang for my buck than using this TX-6, man. I mean, just think about it. I mean, I'm getting a huge bang for my buck using the OP1. Because this does have a step sequencer right here. You got 6 buttons. That can be your drum pad, selection tools, and your sequencer. It also has a drone synth that you can control with the faders. That's cool. But, I mean, OP1, with my workflow, I'm just recording one instrument at a time into Logic or into my OP1. And I'm not really doing live jams. So, unless I'm doing a live jam, yeah, I would really need my mixer to get all the audio in. But when I was traveling before, I'll just use the Roll and Go mixer and I'll clip in a lavalier, microphone. And there's a couple line ins. You don't have a whole lot of options, but still super cheap. I'm always $100. So what do you expect? But if you're trying to travel ultra portable, there's an option. And most portable options go up to about $500. So what makes this $1,200 worthy? It's all about the packaging. It's all in the marketing and R&D, and all in the cloud, I guess. It's super cool, and I'm sure it's going to be dope to use. But I'm feeling like the way my workflow is, if you're like me, if you're just recording instruments one at a time, you can just use the OP1 and record right in, or your OPZ, because it has audio interface capability already. And I'd rather just have this setup right here, just one OP1, you know. And if I need a sequencer, instead of using a sequencer on the TX-6, this is one of the best MIDI sequencers out. And if you're about to buy this TX-6, you might already have an OP1 or OPZ. You might already be in the system, like with Apple. You might already be in the ecosystem. You already got an Apple Watch, an iPad, a MacBook. You're already trapped, right? And if you don't, there's other mixers that are a little bit more flexible. So it's more, I see this more as a boutique item and something that if you collect teenage engineering items, you might want this, or if you just want to be cool or whatever. If it's worth $1,200, go for it. It's like buying Supreme, right? If you want to feel that way and it makes you feel good, and if it helps you with your creativity, then go for it. But I just don't see myself seeing that ultra portability that valuable, because whenever I'm making music, I found out I don't really need to be ultra portable, because really, if you want to be ultra portable, you can make stuff on your phone. I have Core Gadget 2 that I made a lot of tracks on that you can't tell the difference if I made it on Core Gadget on my iPhone or if I made something on my PC. If you really know what you're doing and you know your tools, you can really create whatever you want. So don't let new devices like this trip you up or make you mad because they cost so much. This is for whoever it's for. If someone wants to spend $1,200, they will do so, and they'll be happy. I mean, it is what it is. And who knows? You know, should I buy this? I already bought and paid into a lot of the Kool-Aid already. But really, if I bought one of these, I'd have to give up one of my OP1s, right? Just to justify it. Because I could afford one of these. When I think about giving up an OP1 for one of these, it's like, okay, this is battery powered. Let's look at it. Right here. I mean, you can go to the website and see this. So it's battery powered, that's dope. My Zoom L8 though, I can throw in rechargeable AA batteries, 4 of them, and I got better power. And just a little bit more space. We're talking like 7 times more the space in terms of total mass. But I already had battery powered mixer. I don't need the synthesizer and sequencer in here. I think that's just beefing up the price here. They're just trying to justify stuff and throw in crap. Built-in effects, that's real useful. Wireless connectivity, I already have that in my current mixer. And I don't need the ultra portability of this. So a lot of these things is not really telling me I should go out and buy it. I mean, the DJ mode, that's pretty cool. Now the field bag, what is this, like an extra $60? I mean, come on, teenage engineer. You could have just thrown that in for $1,200, because after tax, I think for me, where I'm from, it's going to be like $1,350 plus the bag. It's going to be $1,400 or so. And I just bought each one of them OP1s used for $850 a piece after everything was said and done. And because I have 8 tape tracks from both of these, I mean, it's not a whole lot of space this is taking up. And even if I sold one of these, you know, this is everything I need. I got the sequencer. I got my full sampling capabilities. And then both of these can hook right into my DAW and be synced immediately and seamlessly. Do I need the mixer? I don't think so. So if you already have an OP1, I mean, you might be able to reconsider if you have a similar workflow to mine. And if you already have a simple mixer, if you're using multiple items together, you could do that. And the Blue Box is a great option if you don't need an interface. So that's just my 2 cents on this whole matter. A lot of people you see a lot of angry comments. People saying, hey, man, I can't believe they're doing this. This is insensitive in this economy, right? $1,200. But hey, there's luxury items. And this is more of a luxury item. A lot of their things are luxury. But I like using OP1 and OPZ just to have the unique, you know, like for here, unique step component capability. I might do stuff in here that I will never do in a DAW. Same thing with OP1. But with this mixer, am I going to do different things that I would normally do with another mixer? Not really. And so that's what I kind of look at in terms of value of TE's products. and any product I buy. Is it going to help me get more creative? Is it going to open up a new pathway in my brain when I have a block on something, or when I'm trying to get some inspiration? The OP1 does that with the sequencers, but I don't think the sequencer built into this TX-6 is really going to sway me to feel the same way. I just don't see it. But it's a cool, unique product. If you love new tech gadgets, and especially if you're a music person, this is definitely cool. $1,200 cool. I don't know, man. They're kind of stepping on toes at that price. Even at $700 is high for a lot of people, but for me, I would kind of accept that around $700 because, it adds on to things that the Blue Box doesn't have in terms of the interface, and then the whole teenage engineering tax, like similar to the Apple tax, right? So I wouldn't mind spending like $700 for it, but $1,200, woo! I would have to sell one of my extra OP1s because I don't think I really need two of these. I just bought these because I got a real good deal. But hey, that's my 2 cents on it. What do you think? Are you willing to pick this up for $1,200, or are you going to wait until the price goes down, or wait for some reviews to come and see if Teenage Engineering releases some new firmware updates and add more stuff to it? Because at $1,200, I'm not going to use their sequencer. I already have the OPZ and the OP1s that have great sequencers, and then I have my DAW that I'm going to have to connect to anyway. So I don't know, man. If this had recording functionality, that might have pushed me over the edge. That might have said, you know what, I might have to pay that Teenage Engineering tax. It has the interface. I can connect it with my iPhone and everything. So I just don't know. It's a real tough decision. But let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know if I was even clear in this whole conversation. And what do you think is the best option? Should you go and get, like, what's that one mixer, the Heart Just mixer? Should you get one of those, like the Loop mixer? Those are like what, $75 to $85, and you can have the basic mixing functionality that this has, and it includes Bluetooth, similar to this. You just don't have the sequencers. So let me know what you think, and hit the like button and subscribe below. I will post more Teenage Engineering videos, more just hip hop and trap videos using my instruments here, my Moog and my Korg instruments with my Teenage Engineering stuff. And if you think I should just sell one of my OP1s just because I have an extra one and pony up an extra $300 to get this TX-6 to test it out and give you a real review, because I've been seeing a lot of people saying, hey, there's a lot of influencers around here that are just buttering up Teenage Engineering so they can get some free stuff. I'll tell you the real. I mean, I really don't even need to get it. I already know I don't need it. But hey, let me know. Hope you have a good time. Peace.